We're going to take you to Taormina, to one of the most beautiful New Year's Eve celebrations we've ever seen. Then we're going to go see a display of the three monolithic religions that coexisted here in Sicily: the Christians, the Jews, and the Muslims. Very interesting.
And while she's doing all this important stuff, later on I'm going to give you a little primer on my Cappaduzzo, my new one, my Marone, and something else very interesting.
Let's go to Taormina. Good way to start the evening, right, Al? The Aperol Spritz and a macchiato. As I was walking here to see the 5 o'clock light, I literally said, wow, Etna is erupting, and the sunset is causing this beautiful red haze over her with this Christmas tree and the piazza, just something so magical. Oh, my heart is filled. All right, now it's 6 o'clock, and take a look at this light. So, Al, what are you thinking here as we walk along the Corso Umberto for the 50 millionth time?
Honestly, out of the 3,000 women I've seen, that's just the best looking. That's what I think. Perhaps the finest view on this New Year's Eve is right here on the deck of the Excelsior Palace Hotel. I think I've been here now 4 times, not 3 times, 4 times, going back the last 20 years. And just knocks the heck right out of you, boy. Etna in the background.
This is lobster, risotto con gamberetti and pistachio. Really? How about the lobster we had?
That's some good shit.
scusa, con la mia cassa come Polina solosa, e non vorrei aver sbagliato la spesa, o la mia sposa.
Lentils are typical for New Year's Eve, and so are the hams. Buonasera.
Buonasera, buon anno.
Buon anno.
Okay, just arrived at the Excelsior. That's to scoot it out to get a couple of things for the room. And I just wanted to show you where I'm going to have my first Bloody Mary. Probably gonna have a lot more, but this is the, I guess you could say it's the lounge with the outdoor deck. They have an indoor deck here too. How's them apples for a view in the morning? And if you see the numbers over there, 1904, 2023. This is the third or fourth time we've come here, I believe, for New Year's Eve. Let's go have a Bloody Mary.
You can sit out here looking over Etna and the Ionian Sea, and it's perfectly located in the port of Catania. Really, really, really classy place. And over here, Renzino Barbera, our friend Manfredi Barbera's father from Barbera Olive Oil, wrote this beautiful poem about the Excelsior and Mama Etna. The great thing about staying here at the Excelsior is that it's, of course, walking distance from everything, including the center, and there's a parking garage right 5-minute walk from here. It's perfect. That's the parking garage, multi-level. And then you just walk up there and you're here. Here's something unusual here at the Excelsior. They have American TV. Not a lot of hotels have that.
Pura ragazza, che bello gioco.
Look at the young guys over here making the crispelli.
Va bene così?
Acciuga
Questa qua.
e ricotta.
Queste ricotta e spinaci.
Ricotta e spinaci e salsiccia.
Salsiccia e friarelli poi c'è.
Wow, that's a new
Poi c'è
flavor.
anduia e provola.
Che cosa?
Anduia e provola. E cipolla, tumo e acciuga.
Cheese and onions. Okay, they're getting very creative here with the crispelle. E tu come chiama? Tu come ti chiama?
Come?
Tuo nome?
Alfio.
Alfio.
Alfio. Uno con acciuga. E lo dobbiamo pesare. Pesare, euro qui.
Because what happens is they weigh them, so that's €1 right there for the anchovies. See, they pre-make them here and then they sit, so they get a little bit cold, so you gotta have to throw it back in. One of the funnest things of the whole evening, besides the jaw-dropping views from all over Taormina, was meeting new people from actually all over the world.
My favorite was meeting 4 Palestinian teachers from the occupied Palestine. That was just unbelievable. I met a family whose cousin is from Methuen, Massachusetts, 95-year-old Mary Geruso, and I ended up calling her up and the next day.
Well, what happened was they were sitting with us outside before the appetizers, and we just started talking about being from Massachusetts, because everyone always wants to know where are you from and where exactly are you from in the United States, because very, very often it is common that they have some family. And the woman goes, "Oh, Massachusetts, I have family in Methuen, Massachusetts." And we're like, "What's the last name? It's so close to Lawrence and Andover. We probably know them." Small world, right?
I actually went to school with her grandson, Billy, my age. It was just a wonderful time, great people. The ambiance of Taormina is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. If you can, at all possible, come up to Taormina for New Year's Eve. And if you want, if we could find some people next year, we'll bring a small group up there.
What do you think?
Right now, it's just unbelievable.
Now, listen, I do have to say that what we did was a package deal with the Excelsior Palace Hotel. So we paid for the night and for the dinner, for the appetizers, for the music that you saw,
Breakfast
for the breakfast the next day, and that was $500 for the two of us.
€500.
€500, thank you. But you could also just go up there and eat at one of the restaurants, then stay up there and see the fireworks, which were so impressive. And it was so impressive because, you know, up from the Excelsior, you can see the Bay of Giardini Naxos. And all of a sudden, there were fireworks all over Giardini Naxos. And to see it from up top was quite a spectacle. Well worth the night. It was just beautiful. It was a fun night with you, honey bunny.
It was just a great night, and I love going taking Esther to these different places because she just blossoms, and her artistic eye, as you saw in this video today, just goes to another level. I want to compliment you on the work that you did.
Listen, Taormina speaks for itself, but I have to tell you that it wasn't very packed. It was just perfect.
It was just perfect. The weather
Not
was
a
great.
lot of people. I saw some pictures in downtown Catania at the Piazza Duomo. It was packed with people. No, thank you. Taormina was just doable. And this unbelievable weather that we've been having is just great.
Pearl of Europe, and we're able to bring it to you, and I'm so very happy. Okay.
All right, so now let's go into the Biblioteca in Taormina for this fantastic display, a collection of Jewish, Christian, and Muslim items, all from Sicily. By the way, this Biblioteca, this library, has over 22,000 books, not all of them from Sicily, but if you're up there in Taormina, it's well worth a look. Take a look. This is a very cool collection here in the piazza of Jewish, Muslim, and Christian items collected from all over Sicily. There's even books and items for prayer and paintings. Here's a menorah and a Torah. Menorah for Hanukkah, and Torah is the book that the Jews read. Da dove vieni?
Questa viene da Catania.
This is from Catania. Agno?
Non c'è un riferimento.
They don't know the
ben
year. He
preciso.
said he doesn't know the year, but it's about 400 years old. This is a precious piece, and it's used by Jews to point to where they're reading. It's beautiful. This is from the 18th century.
Sì, è dell'arcipretura di Taormina, quindi è un
This is from
reperto
Taormina.
esistente al Duomo di Taormina.
This is from either Catania or Messina, Islamic, representing the Islam religion that existed here in Sicily for so long. This is an icon
Questa è una donazione privata e proviene da
dedicated
Messina.
from Messina.
Sì.
This is from the Greek era,
Sì, anche questa viene da Messina.
also from Messina. Questa
Questa è
è
la sede della biblioteca comunale
Okay,
ed
so
era
this
la
is the-
ex chiesa di Sant'Agostino.
Okay, so this is the public library, but it was the Church of San
Agostino.
Agostino who was excommunicated. Grazie mille, buon anno.
Grazie.
Ciao. Now I'm going to go check out the Hotel Domenico, San Domenico, where the White Lotus was filmed. You guys have heard of the White Lotus? Here's the San Domenica Palace, and it is closed. Historically, this was once a convent built in the 1300s. So we'll have to come back here in the spring to check it out.
Sabato 31 dicembre. Adesso tutto. Allora, io...
All right, today I'm going to be talking about two things, both driving me crazy. The first one is about pigeons. Here in Sicily, there's pigeons every place. I love pigeons. The big, fat, plump ones. They're here. You know, they used to be in the States. They used to be in the United States, but all of a sudden they disappeared, especially in Lawrence, around the Common. There's no pigeons there. The Common is like a big park. Why? Well, the answer is, here, there aren't any predatory birds like hawks, or eagles, or falcons, except maybe those people who own them as a pet. There aren't any. As a result, pigeons prosper. In the United States, forget about it. Every urban city, hawks, falcons, they're all over the place. And over the years, they have been predatory, even chickens. My son Matthew tells me all the time that chickens get scooped up. So that's one thing. And the second thing is with pigeons, do you remember when there were pigeons in the parks? I used to be able to go, and you used to be able to go to the guy at the corner for 10 cents, and he used to buy a small bag of popcorn. I used to go with my grandfather and so forth. We used to go to the park and throw the popcorn down, and we would be surrounded by pigeons. Doesn't happen there, but guess what? It happens here. Pigeons, falcons. That's what I'm thinking about today.
See that fine looking hat on Alfred's head? He bought it in Taormina.
You know, I have quite a collection of these caps, Cappaduzzus. This one is from Italy. The best one from Italy is Borsellino. They're the Cadillacs. But this hat over here I bought in Taormina. This is the second or third time I've actually purchased a hat from this particular place. But every time I buy a hat, I think about my sister Anna.
Yeah? Why?
My sister Anna, one time I bought a brand new hat from Sicily, went home for Christmas, and took my jacket and I took my jacket off, I took my hat off, right? Got half stiff with my brother Tommy. And when I left, I couldn't find my hat. I went crazy looking for it. So what happened was, when she was clearing the table off, she accidentally got my hat and she put it into with the linen on the table and washed everything.
Oh no!
And threw everything in the dryer. And by the time my brand new Cappaduzzo got out, it was like a beanie. It didn't fit me. It was this big. All right.
That's where you got the idea.
So my daughter Jen bought me a hat. She bought me this hat.
That's an Irish hat.
This hat is from Dublin, Ireland. It's a beautiful hat, right? But when I put it on last year, it was too big because it was a double XL, and I wear XL. So for a whole year, every day I walk by my hat, and then it dawned on me, I'm going to wash it.
That's where you got the idea.
I washed the hat, it shrank a whole size.
And it fits.
So now
Alfred,
I have a new hat, Bunsta.
Alfred has
Two new hats.
About 20 hats, all types of hats. He's got these types of hats. You've got the baseball hats, summer hats, winter hats, a fun collection of hats, if I may say.
I even have one that I bought from Target for $5.
What? Which one?
It's like the gray one.
Oh, that's right.
$5. I wore it just in case it rained so the other good hats won't shrink. Because the wool hats will... What?
Good idea.
That's what I did. So anyways, that's my Cappaduzzo story. It's kind of interesting.
I love it. All right. Listen, we have an October tour coming up this year, October 4 to 14, and we still have 6 spots available. It's going to be over here on the East Coast, so message me for information or go to www.youmeandsicily.com for information on that.
I personally think that October is the best time to come.
It's one of the best, yeah.
Excuse me.
You got the fall foods. It's not too hot. It's not cool.
The harvest is coming in.
Yeah.
The foods are fresh. The fruit's
wine,
fresh.
the olives.
But we only have 6 because we're not going to have a large one because we have too many tours going on in the summertime. We're going to be tired by then. So we decided that we're going to limit the size of this particular tour. It's going to feature, I know one guy that's coming, Joe Renda.
Joe Renda is a very, very old supporter of You, Me, and Sicily. He even sponsored one of our videos called Mistretta, and I guess he's going to be going there. So I'm very, very much looking forward to meeting him. You know, my memories of Joe Renda.
He came on one of our tours years ago.
Yeah.
Joe Renda he's a Red Sox-aholic. So looking forward to seeing Joe Renda when he comes on this trip.
One of my memories, fond memories, I've never met Joe Renda, is after he started sponsoring You, Me, and Sicily, he took his little iPad to the nursing home and showed his mom all of our episode. And then he took a picture of his mom watching us on his little iPad. And what a beautiful, beautiful thing that is. And a few times she had tears in her eyes. So very, very excited to meet Joe Renda. Want to tell him about our community?
Listen, thanks to you, our community is growing. It's $1.99 per month. The button is right there. It helps us do these extra videos. As you could see from December, we ended up doing Friday videos, a couple of Friday videos. We'd like to try to do that periodically if we possibly can. It's less than a cup of coffee, and it really helps us out.
Let me tell you what I'm working on next. I'm working on top 10 places to visit on the West Coast, top 10 places to visit on the East Coast. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for being here and spending this time with us.
Grazie tante, buon anno, good health, and we love you very much.
See you on
Se
another
benediga.
episode of You, Me, and Sicily. Ciao.